What's good, world family? It's your boy Uniqo Wins. We back with another episode of What's New 99. What's going on, Zel man? How you doing today, brother?
Bless, I gotta tell my people what's alphas. We looking cute, we looking clean, and we looking sexy. We got a lot to talk about. We gotta straighten the crowns of the kings and queens out here. You know what I mean?
I mean, because the only way you can be a king or a queen is you can't be out here bullshit.
And you know good and well we're a family show, Joe.
My bad. I didn't mean to say bullshit. I didn't mean to say bullshitting.
Look, you and West. West and
I literally did not mean to say bullshitting, man. But I just we won a championship. I won a championship. I want to be the best. That's what I do. What I'm gonna do something for? I just did it for fun. I don't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I do this because I don't know. Do you have motivating things that make you competitive? Like, cause you and I honestly, I just had something help me out. Something gave me an alley-oop to make me a little bit viral this week. And it had nothing to do with me. I just woke up and was like, oh, he was on the show. So why not say, hey, this dude was on the show? And we threw and appreciate the views. Thank you everybody that went and watched it. But yeah, man. So I'm just trying my best every day, even if I just got a little help, man. What's going on with you, brother?
And competing, trying to be the best. That's what we do it for. I love it too. So if I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. Because I could do 100 other things, but I love this, man. I love getting on this pod talking. That's why Joe. I gotta beat Joe. I gotta beat Joe this week. We're gonna we got the new shows, the new look. Hey, yeah, Joe, you ever just play the game and like right before you had to go, your mama be like, you gotta go at you at your cousin's house, and you're like, hey, real quick, first one to hit 10 shots in a row, we win.
And knowing y'all down there, because y'all know down there in Mississippi, y'all don't shoot. We do that up here. So I know that took y'all about 2 or 3 hours. So y'all mama hot with y'all. So I know they got the fussing with y'all. West know that. West know they don't shoot like that. You don't shoot like we do up here, but that's all right. That's all right. But y'all go to that rack like nobody else. Know that. Now y'all know West New 99 is we just chilling. Just chilling. We just talking. And I appreciate y'all being a part of the conversation. I appreciate it because it just so much just happens every day. And you know, I, we compete nowadays.
Yeah.
We compete. We compete. And some play Super Smash Brothers, right? Some people play Super Smash Brothers. And some people they play basketball. Some people like shout out to Vince. That was like the greatest ever.
Yeah, that 3 was amazing.
Let's get into competition later. Nobody beats Vince McMahon. First of all, Vince McMahon bought everybody, right? Am I correct? Now, I'm a big wrestling fan, but Zel May is a bigger wrestling fan. Vince McMahon bought everybody, right? Did he do that?
He bought everybody. Now he's got new competition though, AEW and stuff, but he did buy everybody at that time.
Who owns AEW?
Tony Khan.
Who is that? What's he done before wrestling? Because he has to have money.
His family is wealthy. His dad owned the Jacksonville Jaguars, so he's in that billions. So his family got more money than Vince.
The Jacksonville Jaguars make? Help me out here with that. How much money?
But he rich before them. He got that last name Khan. He got that money from overseas, dog.
I feel like you buy the Jacksonville Jaguars like you at the lowest point of poverty for rich people.
Oh, he up there. Tony Khan up there. You're on a football team, but especially if you ain't in a group, okay.
Why ain't he buy the Giants?
Probably didn't want to sit. Jaguar probably was open, bro. That's all I'm saying. Jaguars were probably open to buy.
What about the Carolina Panthers? They had a race system. It was wide open. Why didn't he buy them?
Well, Jim Irsay got that. He got more money, so we talking about people in the
Colts.
We talking about somebody making. We talking about people on a different level.
I know, right? Just buy teams for fun and see what you with them.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm gonna buy this wrestling promotion and buy all the wrestlers now because that's what they're doing. They getting CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, reportedly, allegedly. So they getting all the wrestlers. So they
I
compete with
literally
them.
watched a negotiation between Vince McMahon went down a rabbit hole after on Twitter they said, "Put on here, mention on here why Vince McMahon should go to hell." And they were all valid. Dog, did you go through that thread?
Yo, yo,
Vince
Vince.
McMahon has a one-way trip to hell. I'm sorry,
The
and he's
ultimate reason is
hard.
he made God job.
Dude, God, he made God stop on his tracks on the way down Titantron. Come in the ring. He did so the light guy didn't know what was going on. We all know this is sham. This God did not come to fight Vince McMahon. We know that. And he walked around him, and Vince McMahon was like, "Oh, I thought I lost you for a second." Then the light guy finally figured out the right corner to put the light in, and he told the ref to check God for and then he subsequently said, "No, don't check him. I want to. This is my house. I'm Vince McMahon." Vince McMahon is a lunatic, and he's smart as hell. I give him all the props in the world, and he gave one of the greatest speeches ever, if you don't mind me saying. Standing on stage with the remember there's a Helmsley McMahon connection. Helmsley McMahon connection. He's kissing all up on Stephanie McMahon and loving on her and all that, and Vince is giving a a speech about it. That's how competition is. I guess sometimes in competition, it's not fair. That was like a real ass speech. Man, what competition, man. Competition. I like
But for y'all that don't
if
know, me and Joe on our separate shows, he got Do You Hear Me? He got a new show. Can you tell me a little bit about the new show, Joe?
new show, Have You Heard? It's a spinoff of Do You Hear Me, which is, Do You Hear Me? Hey, you gonna hear what I got to say about this situation. But have you heard? I'm just gonna tell you what I heard that
And I got Monday Morning Quarterback and Backseat
yes,
Gaming's.
Monday morning quarterback is out now.
Yeah.
Backseat gaming is out. And like there was so much like, when are these coming out? And Zelmay just kept saying, and it came. And that's what we do. So definitely make sure you watch those shows. But I
They're
ask you,
exclusively on YouTube for the people that's listening. So if you want to see those shows, Spotify, but keep it 99 and West New 99 are on these Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify. So like and subscribe, follow all that stuff.
hit that. And
Yeah,
also, you are the Vince McMahon of
I ain't that crazy yet.
you are the Vince McMahon of
Yeah,
no, you're getting there though. Like I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. Like you are literally the Vince McMahon of YouTube.
they might cheer me at the end of this. I don't know. They might hate me. I don't know. At the
I
end of
cheer
this
for Vince McMahon. At this point, I cheer for Vince McMahon. Like I see the big picture.
episode, he
That's why
used Booker T in the craziest ways. I
did you
know.
see the Triple H one
Yeah,
where it's like, dance for me, boy?
yeah, and then
He pulled it off. He pulled it off.
and I'm still mad Booker T didn't win that title. So that was a perfect setup to get him ridiculously cheered. Like if you had any baby face, if you run that back with Kofi Kingston or somebody today,
Yeah.
and
He
you
Kofi has to win that like whole 3-month long thing.
yeah, and if you do that whole thing again, he has to win, and he will be literally cheered because you basically set that up for him to be cheered. But Vince like no, Triple H win.
And Triple H was like that different kind of like elite, if you will.
Yeah.
But like
Yo, and then he went up to Booker T in the back and said, "What's up, man?" Not a John Cena and Triple H and Booker T like, "What did he just say?" I'm like, but are in
Vince,
these situations?
Vince McMahon had the balls. Vince McMahon
On
had the
TV.
balls to be no, to be do rag Vince. That's a whole nother persona. Vince McMahon is bald head. I mean, not bald, do rag Vince. Are we
Yo,
here for that?
yo, Vince.
Did y'all know that happened? That happened in real life. Vince McMahon. I'm sorry. You know, Vince McMahon was not even in our like pre-production thing, but
Yeah,
I just want y'all to know Vince
yeah.
McMahon, yes, he has a one-way ticket to hell, and he might be the new Lucifer. New devil is Vince
Well, Nas
because
X ain't gonna like that. But we ain't. This ain't.
who
We ain't talking about that
oh
today.
no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. I'm gonna talk about it for a second. No, Nas X ain't got shit on Vince McMahon. Are you kidding me?
I'm talking about from the music video. Joe's like, nah, Vince coming to take his spot.
Vince had the spot. You was dancing on the wrong devil. And I tell you what Vince McMahon would say. Vince McMahon would say, "You son of a bitch, you're fired." He just wasn't demonic enough, man. Hey,
Yeah,
Lil Nas X ain't got nothing on Vince McMahon has been 30 years
yeah.
to be the devil,
So
and he
yeah,
sacrificed. So, hey, we wanna show a lot of love to Vince McMahon. But have you played you play Super Smash, right?
yeah. Especially back in the day, I haven't played the newest one though.
Oh my gosh, when it first came out, when it was like, "Hey, we got this game where you can think and knock people off of here," this is very competitive. And I know that we're both in the gaming community in a sense. You a little bit more than me, but I watch the videos on YouTube. You know, competition is becoming something different. Like, you can't even have fun anymore. Remember when you used to be able to have fun? Can you speak on that? Remember when we used to have fun just playing video games?
I gotta talk about my cousin. He might kill me for this, but yo, bro, we played Madden tournament. Put $5, $10 in everybody.
What
Me,
year was your favorite Madden? What year was your favorite Madden? So I could just get an idea when you was at your peak.
the one I played it the most probably was '06.
When was you at your peak and who was on the cover of Madden when you was at your peak?
I think '06. I'm trying to think. '06 would probably be my, because that's the year I played the most. Because after that, it was all real life football, grinding. Because that was ninth grade year. '06 would be my ninth grade year. So yeah, that's when it was kind of fun, JV style. Before you got like real serious, you just get beat up in practice and then go home. Don't be tired on the weekend. So, so we all just well, Eric started his freshman year, but he wasn't like all the time. But yeah, but after that, weekend you just trying to recover. But before that, it was like Saturday. Hey, we didn't play this week. Go have fun.
Ray Lewis, 2005, man cover. That was my best year. Because Mike they still let Mike Vick do things, but they came out with that quarterback vision thing, but Mike Vick's was like this big. It was like so for our listeners, it was really small. So it was like, "How do I get this ball to anybody?" But if you love Mike Vick, you'll figure it out. So, but
Vic
Peyton
took off
Manning's
running. They couldn't
cone
catch him.
Peyton Manning's cone was like this big, like Peyton, and Tom Brady, like their cone was the whole screen. So I was a big but Madden with anything with Mike Vick in it was the best. So you was playing what at '06? Who was on that cover? Do you know who was on that cover?
But that's but back to but yeah, that's the year. Shout out to Eric, man. He
Who you
might
play with? I'm just asking who was your team? That's what I'm asking. Who's your team?
he played with the Colts. I played with the Ravens.
That was a good year to play with them.
Yeah, so what
I
he
think McNair was on that team that year. Was he on the
who?
McNair?
No, it was forgot who the quarterback was, but I just know that defense was elite. Ed
Yeah.
Reed picking everything off. I
Yeah.
remember that, bro. Peyton threw a pick to Ed Reed in the end zone. My boy said, "Why you do that?" He picked up his TV, window down, and threw it out the window. Glass everywhere. And I'm like, oh.
Are you the big cousin or the little cousin?
Uh, him about the same. I think he might be 3 months older than me.
So he just had that 3-month older swagger, and he was like, "How dare I lose?" He was upset about.
He was like, "How dare I lose to anybody?" Because he dominate people.
Oh, he was that. Oh, he went
Yeah,
that level.
yeah. So we lost in the shit. Like I said, we put $5, $10 in. We ain't got no money, so we put $5, $10 in. Go to his house. We all play the game, man. It's fun. Everybody enjoying it. You lose, you didn't take it serious. You know, you lost $5 maybe. So But
I
he,
take them with I take them losses with that
but
5, $10 was the difference between getting, like, extra cheese on your french fries at
yeah,
lunch
yeah.
in high school or not.
We did them with Brandon. My boy Brandon used to beat me in 2K though. That's because I didn't play the game as much. But yeah, Eric, man, he threw it out the window. You laugh about it now because it wasn't
Mhm.
serious. But nowadays, these kids can't even play games if they're not good at it. My cousin Greg would get beat every game and play with us all, and we'll play him. He'll get beat by 40 every game, just make excuses and have fun. Now, these kids play a game and lose by 40. They're like, I never want to play this game again. I'm like, bro, it's just fun. Why are you taking this seriously? I remember same thing when Fortnite first came out. You met
Yeah.
randoms. You met randoms who just play the game to have fun. Now, I I see my boy play the game. He played with a random, and the kid like, I'm sorry, I'm not good at the game. That's just the first thing he say. Like, I'm like, why are you apologizing for not being good at a video? You're playing the game for fun. Like now people feel the need to apologize because someone would get mad at them for not being good at a game. And I'm like, this ain't what competing is. This is
There's
that
a reason why they go on NBA 2K and they say, "Bro, you selling. You're not playing up to par. You're not doing what in that particular situation you were supposed to do." And what you were supposed to do was you're supposed to hit that shot. You're supposed to green bean it. You're wide open. I passed it to you for this reason because I'm that great. I'm so great that I made the best decision in that situation. So the NBA 2K community is very tight. It's super tight. I don't play online anymore. I really don't. At one point, I was top 10% of Madden win. Believe it or not, 2014, I was. And then I quit because they were so mean. I just could
like 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 you play games for fun. Why are you
that's
wearing like I don't want to play this game because I'm bad at it. I don't want to do this because I'm terrible. I don't like this game because I'm not good. And I'm like, do you have fun? That's what it's about. You go play sports because you have fun. You might not be as athletic as everybody else, and that's okay. You do it for fun. When did we lose fun? Did we lose fun when we lost empathy for people? Like we don't care how it affect them. People always bring up the 90s, but in the 90s we had fun. If my cousin wasn't good at football, cool. We made fun of him.
wasn't no
But it
online.
wasn't serious. I wouldn't go yell at him.
You had to have the console. You had to go and be in an intimate situation where you at y'all grandma house, y'all auntie house, or y'all good like that, and y'all had to play that game too. Not this stuff. You just play somebody you don't know what kind of life they been living. They just been doing their thing in Ukraine. They can't. They just do what they do to you, and they talk crazy to you. And them New York cats. I'm done with them New. I'm not going. I'm not playing with them New York cats no more. Talk crazy to me. Hit a game winner. Somebody's playing with New York. Hit a game winner. But that's what I'm saying. Like it was used to be intimate. It used to be intimate.
I played 2K19 and scored 18 points out of 21, and we lost like 23-21 because you got to get twos. And dude told me I sold. How
How did
about
you
you?
sell?
I wasn't even mad at you for not scoring, but
Where
you're
was
mad
the
at
three
me for
point?
scoring all the
Oh,
points.
okay. Was it 3v3?
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, y'all didn't score. I scored all the points. I'm shooting 80%. You shot 0 for 8. How am I selling? I didn't even yell at you for not scoring because it doesn't matter. It's a game. It's not that important, my guy. But like I said, bro, it's the lack of empathy, bro. You don't care how other people feel, just how long you feel better. That's that's the thing going on now. That's the problem we got. No
I
empathy.
and just none at all. Just go in there and just bully people, not think about how they would feel about how you just spoke to them online. No empathy at all. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Go ahead and carry us. Go ahead and carry us. And I just go ahead.
Like people, like do we? Do people lack empathy? I just talked about the game. Like, bro, if you told me the way you talk to me just then on the game in real life,
Uh-huh.
you probably wouldn't do it. I am 210. I am not a small guy. I am 210. If you look at my shoulders, they are not little. I I would destroy you. But you're talking crazy online. Like, I'm just saying, and people are like, oh, y'all not tough. Bro, and I didn't take strapping Halo serious in the back in the day. Everybody want to talk about Xbox because I knew y'all couldn't do nothing about it. These kids ain't like that. Bro, if you said this to me in real life, cool. I bet you won't. A lot of kids ain't like that.
It's not gonna happen. It literally is not gonna happen that way.
Yeah, I was telling my cousin, I said, hey man, you do realize that we live in a different era now? Like these kids live on the internet. I can separate real life and internet. It's not hard. It's internet is real life. Kids don't they grew up on it. So when did MySpace start coming around? About
Uh,
2000?
uh, 2004, like, it started picking up
Yeah.
steam. 2005, it was like, "Oh, we here." In 2006, it was definitely like, "We it. We're it."
So I'm 15 years old. Joe, you was what's
17,
yeah, so I'm
17,
15.
18.
I'm 15. So Joe, so during that era, I didn't grow up on the internet. Everything I internalized happened in real life. So I don't. So you saying something crazy to me? I'm like, bruh, I will talk trash back because I know I would beat you up.
And, like, you gotta remember, the biggest part of being on MySpace was, like, did you make it into the top 8? That was the big
Oh
thing
yeah,
on MySpace
friends
at the time.
list.
Oh, that was the competition at that point. Now it's all into who carried who on NBA 2K, who did this, that, and the third. I'm just saying, but that was a big deal back in the day now. Do you hear me?
It was. I was talking to my boy Dar. He gonna be on Backseat Gaming tomorrow. A quick show. He was talking about why people competing literally with trauma. Like somebody say something happened to them, and somebody gotta say, "Well, you know what happened to me." You're like, that is so weird. I'm like, bro, that's the internet. That's how they compete. Like, bro, I didn't want to compete with your. I don't want trauma, dog. Trauma is not fun. This oppression Olympics. It's not cool. Why are we competing with trauma? It doesn't make sense.
I don't like I know we're not starting a campaign for who should we feel the most sorry for. We shouldn't do that. Like we literally need to be building a world. We don't have to feel sorry for any, especially for some of the extreme things that people say happen to them, man. It's people go through stuff, man.
Uh,
And then they put it on the internet. 'Cause they want us to know. And they want some sympathy because they're not getting that sympathy from but, um, man, I know you be on Twitter like I do, and you be on Discord as well, and Discord is like a whole 'nother level of, like, people telling their stories. That is what it is. That's and we get that.
I don't mind the storytelling. My problem with the
Do
story.
that to let me know what's really going on out here in my little quote unquote "perfect little world." There's people out here that are homeless and all that stuff, and to them, my world is perfect. But in my world isn't perfect. But I'm just saying, man, we hear some crazy. Go ahead.
Like, my problem ain't the stories. I don't mind you telling the story. My problem is when you tell a story in conjunction to somebody else telling their story. Like, shut up. I had it harder than you. I'm like, bro, people go through their own thing at their own rate, bro. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure people got secrets they're not even telling you that they go through, my guy. Some of it is terrible. You don't have to.
Who who's got the worst life?
I'm like, bro, I get it. We all miserable. Okay. We all live terrible. And everybody want to compete and join little groups and hate everybody else. I'm like, bro, this is more than life. Even though it's just Twitter, and you realize when you go outside that Twitter ain't the real world, but at the same time, it gets tiring, bro. I don't care that why you trying to compete with this person to do this. It doesn't really matter.
I just at the end of the day, for competition for me, I just feel like, I do wanna be the best. I'm not gonna play a game and just be like, "Ah, that was a rousing game of whatchamacallits." That's not what I'm on. I do wanna win, but guess that's what it's like to be an American. And, speaking of being an American, we got folk over there in Tokyo. They playing for the Olympics. They trying to win the gold medals for America. You know, there was a point in time when, like, I used to actively watch, like, "Hey, did they win judo? Did they win beach volleyball?" Like, we tried to watch those gold medals. How many are we are we best country? We always do that. And I know that there's some sports where we got gold or we got bronze or we got silver, but, you know, things are changing. And I just feel like the old ways, like the Olympics, they gotta be thankful that they stayed around. Let's be honest. Who cares? Y'all used to have people come from Rome, Greece, and whatever countries y'all was actually cool enough to let y'all in there and do the athleticism thing. But now we're in a different place and we're at the Tokyo Olympics here in 2021. And my homegirl and a lot of NBA players, I feel like they just kind of we got a gymnast because we lost Sha'Carri Richards, lost her. That was gonna be like our little hero, our thing to keep the Americans watching the Olympics. Well, got left with Simone Biles, who is she put up the GOAT stuff on her gymnastic stuff. She's pretty much the GOAT. If you watched her during the Olympics, you just gotta say she's gold medalist. But the thing is, she left a little. I believe she's a little bit injured, but also she has some psychological things going. Some people are saying they're comparing it to Michael Jordan bowing out in the game 7. Well, Michael Jordan never had a game, but you can compare it to LeBron James at a point at when he was down 3. Um, the, uh, the Warriors, and he came into a game 7 and said, "I just can't do it because of mental health issue." I think we have something to say about that, but I don't know. I think that there's a discussion to be had, and if is Simone really injured or is she just having some head? Like, I feel like if I know I can't go, like Scottie Pippen said. But what do you think about Simone Simone Biles because she's being ridiculed on different planes like, "Hey, it's game 7 because she quit right before. Not quit, I don't wanna say quit. She bowed out before, like, their game 7 of the Olympics, and then she also some people are like, "Yeah, you keep your mental healthness and handle that." There's some people that are saying that you gotta nuck if you buck because it's the last thing that you where are you at on this? Like, where are you it's such a complicated story. Where are you at? Because there's a competitor aspect, and then there's, like, the human being aspect, and then you're trying to find that middle point. We're just having a problem trying to figure that part out.
Let me rock. Let me rock a little bit. Let me rock.
I want you to go in. I want you to go in. Hey, tell a joke real quick. I think I need to just take a quick sip because honestly, I know you about to go. I know you about to go. Real quick.
But yes, you see it down below. You see it down there. You see the gold medals. She has won more gold than anybody else. She's barely even not won gold. I don't even think she hasn't. And a lot of people say you call yourself the GOAT, but you bowed out when your team needed. So let's go over this. Let's go over y'all list. Let's go over y'all list of GOATs, right? Michael Jordan. This is a popular topic lately. Oh, Michael Jordan didn't quit in game 7, though. But Michael Jordan had problems in real life, mental health problem, and he left for a year and a half. He left for a year and a half playing a team sport which he could be carried. He left for a year and a half. Okay, Michael Phelps a GOAT. He didn't have
Mhm.
these problems. Michael Phelps on his worst day got bronze. Simone Biles on her worst day got silver. Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt runs in a straight line. I don't care how stressed I am. If I'm faster than everyone else, I'm faster than everyone else. What about Kobe Bryant? What about Kobe Bryant? He used to go. Kobe Bryant, when people criticized him for shooting too much, refused to shoot and got kicked out by the Suns in Game 6, and then he and lost in the playoffs because people criticized him. Brett Favre, he played when his situation happened. Brett Favre was on so many drugs, he said he was numb for a month. So we can keep going. This don't stop. Tom Brady the GOAT. He don't have any problem. Tom Brady, they drafted a quarterback. Tom Brady felt so insecure. He told the owner, he skipped the coach. He went to the owner, either trade him or me or I'm out. Owner chose him. At the end of the day, he felt uncomfortable. He wanted something. He needed that off him. Aaron Rodgers, we just seen the situation with him. So we can just say that. Matter of fact, Michael Jordan just said, for something like someone.
Go off, mate. Go off. Go off. Go off. Go off. Go.
Michael Jordan said, I don't know if I can handle today's situation because back when I played, I didn't have Twitter. My private life would have probably been in shambles. Okay, most of those are in team sports, by the way. Let's go over Tiger Woods. He played through all his mental health problems, and he didn't win for 6 years. He didn't win at all for 6 years. And plus, let's do it this. She gets graded harder for her stuff. If someone else did what she did, I know, by the way, I know gymnastics a little bit. I watched it back in the Olympic days. Normally on difficulty, they'll get scored a 10. If anybody else did it, because she does it so easily, she gets scored 8 or 9, which hurts her scores automatically because based on gymnastics, it's easy. So not only that, that's like Usain Bolt getting said, you are way too fast. You need to be 10 meters back. And she still wins most of the time. And even on her worst day, she is silver.
Yes. I'm telling y'all, hold on. I want y'all to subscribe. Do all that, hit that like button, all that. And there is a Zel May theory, is a Zel theory. This man got his own page where he be going in on a lot of stuff. So if you like what he's saying right now, make sure you subscribe because John, he don't play. Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry, Pastor. I'm sorry. Go. Talk about it. You want to go.
And by the way,
go.
Let's talk. And the people that comparing her, most of you are scared to talk to women. You are the 1000th best person at your own job.
You ain't getting that part yet. You ain't getting that part yet. Go. I'm gonna shut up.
You're the 10th best person at your job. You're not even the first. You talking about, I understand pressure. We all handle pressure. Real people handle pressure. You've never been under pressure. Bro, I go on a job and expect you to do a bad job when I see people like you. I'm like, oh, this food not going to be good. This food is not going to be cooked well when I see people like you. And that's what the people criticize.
I turn this back on. I turn this back on just to say, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm turning it back off. Go. You better go. Go off.
But yeah, people, basically we are talking about people who never will experience this pressure. And they talking about, well, I had a hard life. At least I ain't no millionaire like her. You act like she was born a millionaire. She worked hard to be at the top. Who went on her worst day, she gets silver. On your worst day, no one calls you to do anything because no one cares. So we criticize somebody for taking care of their self. And by the way, okay, all right, we're gonna calm down. By the way, my proponent always been, if you're injured or you can't play.
Come back at this point.
Yeah, but
I just want to know because you preaching. Talk to him. Quit doing that. Don't turn down. Don't turn down. Go.
I was just
go.
I didn't yell at them enough. They hear me now. Do you hear me? They heard me.
Have you heard?
Yeah,
I heard that Zel May went off the other day about y'all talking about Simone Biles, but y'all go ahead.
But yeah, man, just essentially all I'm saying is, we criticize these people, and we only remember the good from when people we like did something. We don't remember the bad. We don't remember when Kobe had 11 points and didn't shoot the ball because everybody criticized them for taking too many shots. We don't remember when so-and-so did that. So when someone choked in this situation, or when somebody that, well, she shouldn't call herself the GOAT. Well, all your GOATs have moments of humanity. Basically, we're going to call it humanity. And my whole thing is, if you don't, my thing is, if you injured, don't play, because I don't want to hear no excuses if you do it. So if she would have went out there and underperformed, guess what I would have did? I'd have been like, hey, look, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. I know they got made the rules against you, but you didn't do what you expected to do. But she's like, hey, my mental space ain't good. And as we can see with Dominique McConu, I hope I said her name, she posted clips of 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, where they had this dream team of gymnastics.
Hey man, shout out to that Olympics. That was a very important Olympics
Yeah.
in Atlanta. That
Yes.
was important.
So she pointed to it and she showed when she wasn't mentally right, they forced her to go out there and she did a stunt and she broke her fibula and it just broke. So she's like, if you're
Fibula
not
is almost
focused,
ain't great.
they're like, if you're not focused in gymnastics on this little vault, on this little pole, something terrible can happen if you're not mentally focused. 100%.
You don't keep on stopping after that.
Yeah, and you don't, and she's not coming back. So if your mind has to be right to win,
Don't keep stomping when it come to that.
yeah. So if your mind has to be right to do it, do what you got to do. As I stated before, if she would have went and did it, don't. My rule is don't play if you ain't there. By the way,
That sounds like she was about to do something like amazing nobody's ever seen.
yeah, and she just like, I got nervous and yeah, because plus they, like I said, they take the difficulty down. When other people get 10, she'll get an 8 for it because they're like, we expect you to do it. I'm like, that's in itself is an unfair judge. That's like Joe. That's like if I told Joe, you too good. So if you shoot a regular 3, you get 2 points, but you had to go further back to get 3. But everybody else keep the same. You're like, is that
That's not fair.
you know what I'm saying? But you
Not
still
fair.
always win. And then the one day you are off, you get second place. Okay, I'm the second best when I'm getting, you know what I mean? And that's how they judge. I know some people are like, well, they ain't really how they judge. Yes, they did. The judges admitted it. Because the people in Italy complained. The people in Germany, like, black people are more athletic. So it's of course you'll be able to do these moves easier than these. And now the judges, she cheated some.
Black people have this handicap. You get a handicap because you're gonna get
Well, Simone Biles, but Italy coach put it like that. So, and then they made a joke about the blackface, and maybe we'll get more points if we did blackface, and everybody think we're more explosive. Y'all know how Italy is. I tell people, bro, y'all thinking America, you're way wider than America. I tell y'all that right now.
Let me tell Europe something. Tell y'all this right now. You know y'all gonna let me come over there at them pubs. But I'm gonna say it like this. Excuse my pardon. We ain't never promised y'all a rose garden. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. No, you absolutely right. I love this take. I love this take.
Like, just imagine if I make the rules harder for you because you're so good. It's the
Remember
same.
Yao Ming? Remember Yao Ming? He was
Yeah.
just bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
It was Yao versus Shaq. That was like an actual real challenge. Before Yao Ming came in, it was just Shaq. It was just Shaq.
I can bring you a better one. In college, you sound like Lou Alcindor. They literally said he couldn't dunk because no one could stop it.
You are not allowed to do what you do because of how you are and who.
Because it's unfair to everyone else. I'm like, what?
And that takes me back to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon once said, "No, I'm just leaving. I'm gonna leave it alone." But there was a lot of truth. There was a lot of truth in that Vince McMahon speech. I'm sorry. I'm not a heel. I'm not a heel. All I'm doing is saying that Vince McMahon once said some stuff that if you look in the mirror, you say, "That's not fair." Don't work for what you want. You're not being fair to yourself.
And
I'm gonna just
to end the conversation on Simone, she's won way more than everybody else. If you look at the goals down here, I ain't even show you the 21 World Cups that she wore also to go with her 6 Olympic gold.
like what? Why can't we just take the video of her doing what she did in her competition in the Olympics? Just be done with it. Why can't we just be done with it?
Yeah, and then somebody said,
"Oh, you can't beat that."
Oh, she took somebody's
I was
spot.
actually waiting for her to dab. I was waiting for her to dab in the middle of her set, like, be disrespectful. Like, I wanted her to wear a fitted cap and throw it up like Bobby Shmurda and do it for the hood. Like, I was waiting for that. That's she can do what she wants to. Okay, at the end of the day, she doesn't win based off of Olympic stand but is there asterisks on this? Is there asterisks on
Well, USA still number one overall, and I don't know why people even wear it. We are by far number one. I think
we got
China.
mad gold, like, mad gold.
And by the way, like I said, to end this,
I feel like we WNBA, did they lose? Hold on,
the
our
three on
girls
three
now.
one, 3-on-3-1. So
3 on 3 got it?
3-on-3-1.
Okay.
The WNBA girls still playing in their qualifiers, just like the men are. But yeah, essentially, she's she is the GOAT. Like, they changed rules for her. The way they changed rules for Luau Sanders, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Say Luau Sanders because that was his name at the time, but they changed the rules so she could get second place, so everybody else compete. And it's not an official change of rules; they just score her different because she's that good. So she dealt with. Just imagine her dealing with that stress too, being the best in the world. Then they change the rules to make it harder for you to be the best in the world. That's stressful. Like, you know how crazy that sounds? Like, you so good, we know we gonna grade you a lot harder than everybody else. So good luck. But at the end of the day, people are saying she took somebody's spot. She didn't. There are alternates. And there's a lot of people that go to Tokyo anyway. So they already have alternates just in case something happens. So she didn't take
This
someone's
whole
spot.
Olympics has been a mess, just like this NBA season has been a mess. We're just working with what we got. We just saw from Uncle Shay, he had the interview with, what's that boy name from out there in San Antonio that used to play for Toronto? What's that boy name is? DeMar
DeMar
DeRozan.
DeRozan.
Shout out to my homeboy, Romeo, Lil Romeo. Shout out to him. We gotta shout him out every chance we get because we're not even gonna talk about that Percy Miller. Not even gonna get but what I'm saying is this, DeMar DeRozan, it was a tough season. They played every other day, but it's tougher than what they're used
Yeah.
a different schedule for them. But if you a kid that play AAU, is this a tough schedule? I just wanna ask you that, and then we'll move on to the next topic. I just want
Yes. There's a lot going on. And speaking of having empathy, we on the empathy, we on the mental health. We on all that. We on health too. We on PJ Ward under post that Ron Rivera of the Washington football team had to go out. You got to go on professional voice, you know, man. Ron Rivera, the Washington football team, said he is worried because he is immune deficient because he had cancer. So he's worried that his team not taking COVID seriously might harm him. By the way, Lamar Jackson, I just saw, just caught COVID. He's COVID positive. If you get playing in the hood on the street. But yeah, he's immune deficient. So he's worried about it. PJ Ward comments said you might need to hang it up because your time has passed. You shouldn't have did what you did in your life. First off, I'm gonna tell y'all why this is a lack of empathy, why this is selfish. I'm not a guy who tells everybody to wear masks and do it. Do you? I don't. It would. But I'm gonna tell you why it's selfish. Let's explain. You're telling a person who has a dream and is living his dream to not do his dream because he can get sick because you want to do what you want to do. There is officially nothing more selfish than it. There's like nothing on earth more selfish than telling somebody that had cancer and battled it to, hey, I want to live my life. Forget what you talking about. You don't live your dream because I want to live mine and I want to do whatever I want. And I'm like, that is the most you could have said nothing and just believed it and they would have been cool. But to actually tell someone or to respond to something like that is literally the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, imagine if I was like, imagine if somebody in your family was sick, right? And I had some and I'm like, hey, listen, I just want to go in the house and eat. You got just stay in your room. To like somebody in your family that you love, you know how you gonna feel disrespected, right? How you gonna
A
tell?
little bit, just slightly, but mostly. Not no slightly, no, it's mostly. Hey, Imma be a little offended. Imma
Uh,
be a little offended.
yeah, bro. Like, bro, like I get it. You anti-vax. You don't know if you trust it. I get all that, 100%. But you tell somebody they might need to retire because you won't care about. Like, it ain't my job to take care of you. Is literally the most selfish thing. And again, goes back to a lack of empathy for other people. And then he accused him of like, you should have took care of yourself when you're younger. This is skin cancer. Skin cancer you can get from hereditarily and being outside the most of your hereditarily, your skin might
And
not
you
be
ain't even
strong.
much know. You ain't even much know.
Yeah, you can just get
Gotta
that. It's
find
not.
that out the hard way.
Yeah, this is not even lung cancer. It's like smoking cigarettes. This is skin cancer. So you did not only did you not know the information, which is now an internet thing. Internet got y'all tricked. Internet got y'all believing life is like this video game that's not, and y'all don't have to care about nobody else but what you believe. But to say you can disagree and you can disagree with somebody, cool. You can be like, I don't believe in it, cool. But to lack the empathy to say, Coach, I get it, but I don't trust it. You know what I mean? I can understand that. Like, I don't know. These people they did this back in the day. They got this. This is testing. We like guinea pigs. I don't trust it. Cool, I understand it. But to tell a man, hey, your health ain't my problem. You need to quit then. It's insane to me. That's crazy. It's like
It's such a deep it's such like no, honestly, it's a super deep thing. Like, man, you got a coach that done did something and came back like, "Bruh, you ain't went through this.
what I'm saying.
You can't just don't speak on some stuff. If you ain't went through some if your life is not online, don't talk to me. I think that's where I'm at. If your life if your life is not online, don't talk to me. Juan Rivera, yes, we call him Riverboat Ron. We called him that before he even got cancer, right? We called him down in Carolina, right?
Yeah,
And he would go on to just do the best that he can with knowing that in the back of his head. And I tell you like this, it was some Carolina teams, they ain't had no business being. It should have been New Orleans, and that would have been it. The Saints should have been the only ones in the NFC South. Juan Rivera made it competitive. Now I have a whole show about Cam Newton. We can talk about him and we'll figure out what we can do to fix him. I can say that we can do that on Monday morning quarterback. We can do that. We can do that anytime. But when it comes down to it, Juan Rivera is a coach that the kids love. And when I say the kids, when you come into the NFL, you a kid. I don't care if you're 36, 37, you veteran, you whatever you did it, you got to respect that coach. He in there for a reason. Now, if y'all stop respecting that, Juan Rivera, Riverboat Ron, he got that for a reason. He got that name for a reason. I don't think he's a bad coach. I'm just actually not sure what he's the is he a offensive coordinator or a defensive
he
coordinator, or is he a
defense.
balance
He played for the Chicago Bears '85 Bears team. Legend.
he feels like a balance coach to me. That's
Yeah,
what he feels like to me.
he had that.
He feels like actually what Chicago actually is. We've never said Chicago is just this offensive powerhouse. They said they're a defensive powerhouse, but there's been times when shout out to Jay Cutler. Y'all talk all y'all want to about Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler can throw that ball. They put him in positions, but I want somebody. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. We can do a. Let's do another thing. Does Chicago have an anniversary this year or something like? Let's look that up. Does Chicago have an anniversary? Because at this point in time, Chicago Bears have been. They won a championship. They had Brian Urlacher. Hey Manning beat them. It's what it is. They never had offense. Now they got my boy over there from Ohio State.
Yeah,
Justin Fields is a bad boy, but I still don't think that. I don't care how good you are. Sometimes you just can't do nothing unless you got the people around you. It's gonna be a tough season. I think Justin Fields will start. Do you think he'll start game 1, or do you think they
I don't
gon'
know.
they
They promised what's next. I don't think he'll start.
who, Trubisky?
Yeah, not guy they just got Andy Dalton.
Oh, Nick Foles. Oh, they got Andy Dalton up there in
And
Chicago. You know, I don't pay no attention to him because they don't do nothing but put up 17 points a game.
yeah,
They got 2 touchdowns in a free throw. I'm saying it like that, 2 touchdowns and a free throw. I call 'em field goal, free throw. And then sometimes they don't halfway hit them. So with that being said, man, I just got my prayers up to all them playing right now. I got my prayers up. I'm lifting Chicago up in prayers because I love that quarterback. I hope he starts day 1. They took some pictures of him getting out his car the other day. I seen that on Twitter. That's cute. Whatever. And they play? Because up here where I live in Indiana, y'all. So they play Colts games on CBS, and then on the other channel, they on Fox, they play they play all the Chicago games. So I've had no choice but to watch Chicago all these years of my life. There wasn't no if the Colts games, they was on different time. Those were the football games I had to watch. And I'm sorry to say, but Chicago has not shown an offense since Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, that's that's it. In my years of living. Let's see. At the end of the day, man, you gotta respect your coach.
you gotta
Respect your
respect
coach.
human beings.
It starts there as well. Like
Like
okay, not as well. No, respecting human being.
having empathy, actually care. Great story, caring, amazing, amazing thought, amazing thought. Hey, did you hear about they having a January 6th hearings?
That's fair. I would ask you this: are they going to have a January 6th? They're going to be a holiday. I'm actually kind of excited.
Uh,
On January 6th is they're going to be a thing.
but probably
Do you think there's
The
going to be a thing?
KKK having a holiday. Insurrectionists, the Confederate Army.
I didn't think about it until this moment at 4:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't think about it until this that they may try to make January 6th a holiday.
The, the KKK holiday.
I don't even know. I don't know if we call it that. They might call it the new Independence Day.
For the people that went to jail for trying to storm the Capitol. Yeah,
They don't pick and choose. Like if you had like a bad outfit on that day, you're going to jail. I mean, you can bond out and stuff, and they're letting people out on house arrest and all that stuff. Like these aren't like super duper tough things that people are going through because of being a part of the January 6th insurrection,
well, the people that
which
were in the building is they getting years, but the people that were just hanging out outside and causing
even then,
crowd.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it was insurrection. I think insurrection is too tough of a
Oh, that was 100%. They ran up in that building. They ran up in that building like psychopath. Hey, bro.
like
Let's
I
be
feel
honest,
like
bro.
burglary is better.
Bro,
Burglary or
bro, if we went in that building like that, you know what happened.
oh, we would have you and I, if we go in here with these microphones, if we went into the like the what is it, Capitol Hill? What day where it was at?
If black people in general run up to that Capitol like that, you know what's gonna happen. A
I
whole
feel
group of
like
us. The police? You think the police just gonna look?
not like that. I think that police wouldn't have been like, "Hey man, chill
They
out,
wouldn't
don't do that."
that wouldn't have said chill out.
I think that we would have been murdered,
100%.
not killed, murdered because you could have talked it out with me, I feel like. But they feel like we're such animals. Like that's why I'm saying like the world is built for the light-skinned people, not the naturally tan folk. Talking about the light-skinned people. The law is working how it's supposed to work for light skinned. That's how America was for a world or land or a country that was built for people that look like each other. So if everybody looked like each other, this is how it would be dealt with. So if you're mad at the government, yeah, you go to jail, give you due process. Wait, we didn't build this. So if they were to build this like they're still in this thing and black people did that. I mean, I got a T-shirt and I don't got a T-shirt big enough. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I know we just
have you
chilling, y'all.
have you
We in the barber shop, y'all. We in the barber shop. Shit,
know,
we gonna talk.
have you noticed that have you noticed that like Fox News and them is not like they aren't very Blue Lives Matter right now? Let them
I didn't
out. I'm like, the police out here
like we
crying, talking about they called him racist names and they threatened to kill him and his family, and they were like, oh,
the actually there was they were witnesses today, weren't they? Or like a
yeah.
couple of days within the last couple of days, the police that were at the insurrection, January 6th, we'll never forget it, 2021. They were there and they were just like they're saying the things that these people were saying that were attacking them. So now we know the true motives of these people is from
Somebody got hit with a fire hydrant, didn't they? Like I had a concussion. That he knocked me out with a fire hydrant. I'm like,
let me tell you how dope America is though. This is how dope America is. America is so dope that somebody that shot this chick in the neck that was doing whatever I'm calling this chick because I don't respect her. But shot this chick in the neck, but we were decisions that would not have made it into that kind of neck. But we don't know who shot that girl, do we? That girl that went through the window, got shot. Remember her?
yeah.
Can we not say shot on YouTube? Fuck YouTube. What I'm saying is this. We don't know who shot that woman, but she took a L. Remember, she tried to get in through the window. You know who I'm talking about, Zach. Come here. Tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I
Do you
know.
know who I'm talking about? I did
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
Gotti is over here looking at me like, who the hell is you talking about? I'm telling you. That girl tried to get through that window, Gotti. Yeah, she did. You tried to get through that. Have you heard that this girl was trying to get through this window and was shot by, they say, the Secret Service? We don't know who shot her.
I don't know nothing. That's the problem. We don't. Ain't nobody know nothing. Have you noticed that we don't know nothing about the government no more? Like we don't care. Like it's like when like life is actually more peaceful now. Have you noticed it? Trump been banned off the internet and like life is peaceful now. Bro, every day I used to have somebody yelling about something about
Now it's inconveniences. It's not like
yeah,
crazy.
like
It's like minor
yeah,
inconveniences.
back then, even during the COVID, people be like, "Go back to your country." I'm like, bro, I'm part Native American. You go back to yours.
Or like they serve somebody they napkins before you get yours. Like it was like little subtle racism. Like it's little subtle racism.
Yeah, back
Uh,
then they didn't care at all. They would just
They had 4 years of that shit, like to take it back to their own like it was like a back to America thing. Like, you know what I'm
they
saying?
used
Like,
to
remember
march.
Dang.
They marching around talking about threatening people, and then every time you go into a store, everybody just stare at each other because you're like, whose side you on? Whose side you on? Like what?
Dude,
He got
like,
mad at black people. Got mad at my brother for wearing like American flag shorts during the 4th of July. I'm like, bro, what? Like, bro, dude, is it really that important? Like, why is everybody so angry? Now you can just do it and nobody cares. Like, hey, cookout. Hey, cookout. I'm like, bro, what?
first of all, I'm beginning to like at this point, I feel like everybody's being like Light from Death Note. Like they're just trying to figure out like which side should I try and make sure I'm cool with? But like I'm good with this side. I actually believe in this, but like I gotta be kind of diplomatic with this side just in case something happens. And like I feel like it's gonna be that one black dude that's like, "Yeah, I was with y'all the whole time. I told him quit marching." No,
That'd
no,
be Candace
that's
Owen now.
I don't even wanna get on Candace Owens. Like so what if I'm gonna take DC, here you go. I'm giving you some props for coming up with a dope idea. There's a multiverse where Wonder Woman is subservient to men, and that's like what some people are trying to do. Is like I wanna be cool enough to be at least subservient. I don't wanna die. I just wanna be at least if anything happens, if Superman takes this thing over, just know that I rock with you the whole time. I just had to that's what it's looking like to me, and shout out to me. I'm on my vacation. I'm on vacation. I'll be in Jackson, Mississippi on Friday come noon, y'all time. I can't wait, but I'm excited for that. Zell, man, you got anything else before we get off of, can't raise I'm do I'm done. I think we talked about it all. I'm looking at I'm looking at what the things we have to talk about, and I can't believe we have to talk. Like, it's so we have to talk about mental health. We had to talk about what it is to be an American, like,
Get them
we
topics
had
today,
to
baby.
talk so many things, like, what else do we have to talk about? Talked about people cussing on TV, like, there's people that want to make sure that there's a whole race of and then Marshawn Lynch is on that's
I'm like, don't Stephen A. cuss more than anybody on this show.
I don't give a damn,
And Max
and,
Kellerman,
like
I ain't we're a family show. Like, man, you just said, why should I put
Max
that?
Kellerman said this is a family show, and he's a goddamn liar. 'Cause I don't I don't know what family sits around "Come on, kids. Come on, kids. Let's go watch First Take."
Watch
I never
Stephen A. slobber yelling at people and Kendrick Perkins lying. Talking about
I
he didn't
can't
say what
I'm
he said.
so Kendrick Perkins is a whole 'nother thing, and I can speak on Stephen A. Smith because he was a part helping me create who I back in the early 2000s, in the mid 2000s. Appreciate him stepping out there being a black man speaking what he spoke. But, yeah, this new Stephen A. what it is, just got to some say zaddy. But we got a lot of respect for Stephen A. Smith, and we don't and we love Stephen A. We love Stephen A. We
He
always
been
gonna
the
have
same system, but that mama cooking been on him. Been
but
apologizing all over in that to everybody
mama
but Kwame.
everybody but Kwame. It's a lot to see what I'm saying? We going through racism and all this stuff, and we got Kwame versus Stephen A. Smith. Come on, man. What narrative is America building at this point? I'm so confused. I don't know. Gotti, what do you think? He said, "Child, I don't know either." So that's what I got for this episode
Yeah, so
of
like and
What's
subscribe.
hit that button. Like, I'm 100% sure that Zell May is gonna put that little thing in there for y'all to like and subscribe to 100%. All our listeners, man, listen to us and then come back and see if I'm serious about what I'm saying. See if Zell May is serious about his saying, because maybe Zell May's working for Zell. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's got a
I,
script. I know that I work for me and I say what I wanna say when I wanna say it, but I don't know, Zell May, if y'all watch this
Different.
episode
Different. Daddy would be very mad at me every episode. I don't think I make friends. Like for the people that's watching these if y'all watch this from the Simone Biles clip and y'all
yeah.
go on the whole thing, sometimes I'm gonna piss you off. I am me, regardless. I I do apologize for you not liking me because that's not my problem. As TJ Warren would say.
There's like 100% somebody in Nigeria and somebody in Haiti that probably looks kinda like I have to believe that with so many black and I may have pissed them off too. And I don't want no smoke with Nigeria. Like Haiti, we'll talk about. But Nigeria, I think they just be done
So you
with you.
want the smoke with
My
Haiti,
boy
yo?
Ach Shouts to my boy Acho. I love you, man. Thanks for retweeting me. I appreciate it, man. But I'm just saying,
Man, I chill with these horrible sport takes.
man, Acho sometimes like have you ever been so smart that like everybody's like, nigga, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say. So I
Family
said
show,
nigga,
Joe.
so I said nigga. Marshawn Lynch was on. Did y'all see him on his Much love. I'm done. I'm done with this here show. Much love. Holla Zell May. Take us out of here.
Y'all know what y'all should do. If you're struggling in life, you having mental health problems, if you are going through anything, your crown not straight, the people trying to get on your neck, they trying to cancel you for your vacation, as KSI said. They want you to take your little 2-month vacation. Remember to keep stumping. Why?
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Because today might be the day One of you people who hate Simone Biles actually talk to a girl. One of you people might actually get in front of people and make it. And I'm not special. We're a small channel. We're growing and we're competing. And one day we will be great because tomorrow, today, any day, you, me, Joe, anybody with our new shows, with all this, the new look, everything, could something amazing happen? Yes, that's why we keep stumping.
Peace.
Peace.